post it on Instagram.
Coming up, live coverage of this Tuesday night NBA game here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside, along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. Let's check out Milwaukee's starting lineup. They've got Chris Middleton. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Miles Turner. Then there's Drew Holiday, and it's Camby in at the 5. And for Toronto, we've got Barnes. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Kyle Lowry, and it's Malone in at the center position. All right, Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A.
So Toronto will get the first possession. Lowry against Holiday. Lowry, good.
Going in with the artful shot, and Lowry knew that situation called for grace, not power.
Holiday passes to Turner. Here's Camby. Pass to Holiday. Knocked away. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The rebound by Malone. And here are the Raptors now. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
That was a great win for them. Nobody liked their chances coming into the game, but when they got to OT, they put the hammer down.
Well, let's see if they can build on that now, because it was a huge confidence booster.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Well, with a window of opportunity opening in the East, the Raptors are trying to make inroads. After acquiring Brandon Ingram last season, he's finally out of the bubble wrap and providing that offensive punch that this team has needed. The goal is clear. Ingram said it himself. They're looking to get back into the playoffs in Toronto.
Love that confidence. Okay, Shams, thank you. Camby, the pass to Holiday. Pass to Middleton. Antetokounmpo surveys. Back to Middleton. Now Turner. Middleton passes to Camby. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I mean, the versatility of Middleton. Not just a scorer, also a solid passer and distributor.
Here's Carter. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Toronto shooting their first free throws of the game now.
At the line for your Raptors.
First free throw is good. Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the both are required. His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Lowry, the pass to Carter. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Barnes, pass to Carter. DeRozan for 3. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. And let's take this chance to call out our Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's made himself the cornerstone of their offensive efforts recently, and he's providing for his squad in every regard on that end of the floor. Scoring, passing, picks, you name it, he's doing it.
Another shot.
And the shooter had to have Turner's block numbers in his head. Miles is a rejection machine.
Oh, and the dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. I asked Coach directly about his thoughts on facing Drew Holiday. We have to keep an eye on him at all times, Coach admitted, saying defense is where he has me most worried. He can be so disruptive. We really have to keep the ball away from him. Sounds like they'll try to avoid Holiday altogether on the offensive end. Brian?
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Well, that's a tough rebound there to secure, but he put all of his size in there in order to secure it.
Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now here's Turner. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. And a quick pause here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and check out last season's best shot blockers. Miles Turner is second.
It's obvious that he completely dedicated himself to protecting the rim, doing everything he could to get his hands on as many shots as possible.
Now here's Holiday. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Stolen by Lowry. He's got a clear path. And it's slammed in by Carter.
I love the hustle from Lowry there. Outstanding job prying the ball away.
Lowry with the bumper.
55 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Camby. Back to Holiday. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And they're pushing it up. Here's Carter. Kicks it to DeRozan. Toronto passing it around. Outside Barnes. And here's Lowry from the arc. On target from range. Lowry's got his third bucket of the night.
That is a solid start for him. 3 for 4.
Holiday. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, one thing you got to love about Jrue Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
Holiday hits them both. Toronto leading by 5. Carter on the wing. Back to Lowry. DeRozan down low. Here's Malone. And that does it for the first quarter. Toronto out in front. They're up by 5. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return.
10.
If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They controlled the boards in the first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
And so Porter will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks, trailing by 5. And they say you never want to get stuck in the middle, but the Raptors are in the middle, Tim. What's the plan?
Well, B.A., they're still very young, and they do have some playoff potential. I think making a trade for Brandon Ingram tells you what you need to know.
Kyle Lowry out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Barnes, and it's Carter in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Now here's Lowry. Outside Carter. It's Milwaukee with a
Teams tend to feel more comfortable at home for sure, so you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. That just didn't happen in this one.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Back over to you, Brian.
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. And here's Milwaukee now. Toronto making their last shot. Here's Antetokounmpo. Look at Giannis playing big inside against contact.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
And he bangs it home with one hand.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And it's Antetokounmpo with a miss.
Perfect timing to rise up and challenge the shot inside.
It's tipped. Oh, stolen by Turner. Out to Portis. Takes a 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Carter against Antetokounmpo. DeRozan passes to Barnes. And here's Lowry from the arc. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. And it's a 6-point Toronto lead. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras can start to help because it's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
Marcus Camby.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Outside Carter. It's Barnes on the wing. Pass to Malone. 6 to shoot. There's the block. And he stays with it. The 3 from DeRozan. Kept alive. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Raptors?
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
Here's Camby. Rebound Toronto. Malone's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Pass to Carter. DeRozan outside. He drops it from range. DeRozan's got his first 3 points of the game.
I just love the ball move.
And Milwaukee decides to take their first time out here.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Well, let's pump the brakes right here. Put a Band-Aid on this, and you've got to turn it around. The momentum is going the other way.
Porter, the pass to Camby. Porter looks it over. Here's Rollins. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. All right, a moment to check out some numbers for him. Here's Toronto with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. It's Barnes on the wing. Pass to Malone. Now Carter. DeRozan outside. No good with the triple.
He is just ice cold. Luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Porter. And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
And the Bucks with some changes. Middleton has checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Holiday subbed in for Porter Jr. Outside Carter. Charity stripe shot. And the Raptors get it back. Second chance effort. And the shot goes. Carter's got 6 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Here's Middleton, and he's on the money with his first shot today. Middleton's got his first basket.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors earning this break in the action, up 10, appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. I know you cannot be happy with this team's play in the first half. What will you tell them they need to improve on?
The score and our effort, our offense. They're just playing harder. They're more physical. They're tougher. Honestly, we're very lucky right now.
Lots to improve on in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They did lead by as many as 7 points in the first period. They really poured it on in the second quarter, building the lead to 10 points. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
They made every possession count by limiting the mistakes. Very disciplined about protecting the ball and making the right play. They keep this up. The lead should be safe. Don't get cocky and lose just because you're ahead.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Milwaukee?
Well, the effort hasn't been there in terms of rebounding the ball. They're getting outworked in that part of the game. But you've got to be more physical to turn this thing around. I don't know if they have the personnel to do that.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. What can you say? Kyle Lowry, an impressive effort here today.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Well, the energy really affects your teammates. It can be infectious, and now everybody has to match that energy level.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. On the court right now for the Bucks, we've got Drew Holiday, Miles Turner out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Camby in at the 5, roaming the paint. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, all defensive guard Drew Holiday talked about guarding some of the younger players coming into the league, and he said the game has changed significantly. They morphed with it. They're quick, athletic, and they all play the game a lot differently than when I came into the league. Back to you.
A new day. Allie, thank you. An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Holiday passes to Turner. Back to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Rejected by Barnes.
Well, Barnes is a point forward with a wingspan of 7 feet 3 inches, so he is always a threat to send it back in your face.
Bucks trail by 12. A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Graham.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters, and he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too. And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out, just going right for the slam.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Timeout called. Milwaukee. And Legs, is someone who has seen some of the great perimeter defenders over the years. Who's the best you've ever seen?
Well, the best defense, Brian, I ever played against were those mid-90s Bulls teams when you had to go up against Jordan and Pippen on either wing. And then more modern-day players like Drew Holiday, even a guy like Tony Allen when he was in Memphis. They stand out to me as well.
First team all defense. Tony Allen.
Year in, year out, a nightmare to go up against.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. DeMar DeRozan picks one up.
A proven champion. Middleton is someone any team would love to have. A great player and a great locker room presence as well.
Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Kicks it out to Barnes. Carter on the wing. Over Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the inside. Here's Camby. Antetokounmpo inside. DeRozan on him. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Here's Holiday. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Holiday against Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Holiday. Uses the glass on the layup.
He's such a gritty player. Holiday fights for 2 there inside.
DeRozan against Middleton. DeRozan passes to Barnes. Fades and shoots. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Barnes has got 6 points.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
Well, if you're going to give him that shot, he will take it any time.
Here's Camby. Porter's shot is off.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Kicks it out to Barnes. DeRozan for 3. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, out of the corner, DeRozan finding the open space on the floor.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Tim, with his agility and that 7'3" wingspan, Scotty Barnes can guard virtually anyone.
Well, because he's got the combination, Brian, of lateral quickness and physicality. He is great at the point of attack and fighting through screens. Just a top-shelf defender.
Now here's Porter. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Porter with it. He's guarded by Lowry. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Carter. And another miss by Milwaukee.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass. Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
And how fun is it watching Porter Jr. punch it in, leaving no room for error on the drive.
Gets a hand on it.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
Now here's Porter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Up and over Carter. And Antetokounmpo with the basket. On the assist by Porter. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points in the game. And so it's the Toronto Raptors looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back with you shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Kyle Lowry. Then there's Barnes, and it's Carter in at small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Yeah, 3 triples already for him. That's his second of the quarter. This could be a huge night for him.
Here's Porter following the 3-point basket by Toronto. Tries a 10-footer. Rejected by Barnes.
Erasing the shot. Barnes saw it coming and gets there to knock it away.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Well, they have really taken advantage of the mid-range area of the floor. It's been open for them all night.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Bucks trail by 21. Now Holiday. Down low. Camby. And there's the rejection. Right side Carter. Inside. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, Barnes being very aggressive right now, keeping up the pressure on that defense.
Outside Holiday. And the NBA certainly responsive to the fans, Tim, but some say they just want to complain.
Well, the social media era has given fans more of a voice than ever before, but it also breeds shorter attention spans, so the league is right to be proactive.
Now here's Lowry. Oh, there's the alley.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Here's Holiday. Lets a floater go, and he lays it up and in.
What a pretty shot. Quietly, Holiday has been a great NBA player for more than a decade.
Lowry, good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. To the middle. Here's Camby.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Pass to Malone. It's Barnes on the wing. Malone can't get it to go.
Tremendous defensive effort. Saving a bucket right there.
Green finds Holiday. And here's Turner. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes. And they'll keep possession. Tries again. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle.
And as you can see, that shot is well within his wheelhouse.
It's Lowry with a drive. And as NBA franchise values continue to skyrocket, it's pretty amazing to see, isn't it, Legs?
It really is, and even if you're LeBron James, who has said he may want to own a team in the future, he may even need some help footing that bill. It is pricey.
Adding zeros by the decades. That free throw, no good.
Embracing his role as a leader for this squad, Lowry recognizes the importance of this in terms of developing his teammates.
Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Porter Jr. comes in for Turner. Now here's Holiday. Pass to Green. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Here's Carter, and the ball out of play. The Bucks will have it.
Part of passing the rock is calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Puts it up from the high post. And Milwaukee tacks on 2 more.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Raptors.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
The assist, Bobby Portis.
Toronto's gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Lowry, the pass to Carter. Here's DeRozan. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Defensive foul.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Holiday's checked in for Middleton. Now here's Porter. On the wing, Holiday. Outside, Green. Lets it fly. Misses the jumper.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved he didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
And Toronto calls time here. They're on top by 24. 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. All right, let's give you a look now at our player of the game.
And he kept the opponents off balance all night long. Just swatting down shot after shot, disrupting their offense. He was a one-man defensive wrecking ball, and they never found a way around him.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. Really left him alone that time.
Yeah, incredible range. Porter Jr. can cash you in from distance. He certainly did there.
Carter, the pass to Lowry. And it's slammed in by Carter.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
So, no problem for Toronto as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. We'll see you later.
ASC McLaren rocking off.